Parlo. Anyway. These leaves is getting, you know. That's actual cricket. That's an actual cricket. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. That's actual cricket. Let's see if I have better luck than I did yesterday. Please. I think I got it. Hold up. Hold on. I think I caught it. Let's go. Usually I got a piece of paper. And where's the top of it? Bro. Bro, that's crazy. Right up at the top. Yep. Caught. Something caught. Okay. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Nice. Alright. Caught a decent one. Let's go. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. That was good. All right. Let me put that in my journal. Okay. Did I write down anything? The 10th. Sheesh. I ain't journal yet. Let me journal for a little bit. Excuse the like, it's probably gonna be like some little drops of rain. I mean, yeah, it's just some drops. If that's annoying, then oh well. I actually don't know what time I got up. Actually, I'm not sure what time I got up, but that's crazy. I'm trying to think. I just know I got up and I was like, all right, we just gotta go, like, cause I was ready to get the new designs. I was ready to do the new designs. So let's see. Mm, And then let's see. I don't know. I tried to whatchamacallit for a little bit. I think I know that time. It was like 8. It was 8. It was a little after late. All right. So there's that. That was the day. The only thing I'm saying here, unless I gotta whatchamacallit, I I don't know. Sometimes it's like, well, today I finally, I was not that I was against it, but I was just like, yo, I'm an artist, so I gotta my stuff has to have some like pictures and stuff. But today I had a couple designs that was just focused on, just it had some words. You know what I'm saying? It had some words. So now it was a matter of I was trying to think, is there some more that I kind of wanted to, do or, and I would get those done. I could get that done before I could get those done before I you know, I'm tired for the day. So what was the ones? Nah, I got a couple in my head. I got a couple in my head. Actually, I gotta go check to see something. I saw there's some shorty. She said something. She said something crazy. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. Yeah. All right. I was trying to. I have one in a possible. You know what I'm saying? Or two possibles. For some more ones that I might like. We're gonna have some. We're gonna have some fun with this one. So and then there's another one. Like I could start another collection. So I gotta also look at how like with the collections, not all the collections are on the. I mean, all the collections are on the website. I would just. I guess I would have to like send a link or something. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. Cause I can have them all. I can have them all show. But at the time, I was just looking through my website and I was just trying to say like, okay, if I have this many. So at the time, I was looking at my collections. I'm like, okay, if I have this many collections show, then what does my website look like on mobile? You know, and that's one thing is that's big. Like on the computer, everything fine, but if it's on the mobile, you got to see how it looks. You know what I'm saying? You got to see how it looks. So yeah, this one's pretty good. We're doing pretty good, man. So like over the three is one thing. And so the fact that the other one catching so much is what you call it now. So I don't know if that one will finally be able to, start doing what they're doing. It's just like, double time and then, 5 plus 5 or, just one go to 10. We'll see, man. We'll see. And it's and so like the one John like and it's kind of cool to see, in the sense of we was just here, just whatchamacallit. And that was about 2 days ago, so you know what I'm saying? And I think that was even over. I gotta do the math. I gotta do the math on it, but the math is mathing. And we'll see. I'm talking all the way, man. All the way. And you just watch other people's and whatnot, and they kind of, they talk about certain like little points, like being here for whatchamacallit. Bro, I've been doing this jam for like 2 years, bro. And you know how somebody like point out the obvious. Oh, I guess this is your chance to finally get to point out the obvious. Like, I've been doing this jam for so long, bro. That's just my podcast, bro. I'm just vlogging. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all be, but that be the one thing that'll knock. That's the difference between y'all. That's what knock y'all out. Cause y'all get on the jump, and when you start vlogging, nobody's gonna be watching your vlog, and nobody's gonna be paying attention to your jam. But the whole time, that's when you need to practice. You know, you wasn't in the gym when I was practicing my free throws. Feel me? So by the time you do get big and you do have a certain audience and attraction, you know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? You can articulate your points and go from there. You'll be way more comfortable. Whereas in the beginning, you're gonna be real awkward on camera and stuff. So that's all we trying to tell people. Like, I don't care if you was here or not. I'ma still do what I do. The sun gonna come up tomorrow, and I'm gonna just keep rocking and rolling. I'm gonna keep creating, keep editing. Like this joint right here is to um, slow me down, cause if you don't know, like there's a certain limit to like how much you can like post and whatnot. And if it wasn't for whatchamacallit, bro, I would keep editing. I would keep editing, just keep posting. Like I would just keep editing, keep posting stuff. So I use this just to like slow me down. I just use this to slow me down. Or if there's something actually I want to talk about, I'll sit there and talk about it. But It won't nothing I was sitting there looking at. Or I just like to like flesh out my ideas. Like, so that was my thing. Like I did a couple shirts today. And so now I'm trying to figure if I want to continue. Oh, so like when I was talking about collections, I was thinking about making another collection, and the next collection, uh, so I got one collection that's called memeable, like so like with the memes and things like, and mashing those up. That's one. You know what I'm saying? And then, but if I get one, either like originally like with my poetry and whatnot, and thinking about putting my poetry on the I could do it. And then, but you know, like when it comes down to like fonts and stuff, it's a matter of it being legible, readable. So like that's the thing as well. Like you gotta make sure your fonts is like legible and readable. Like it, and so like, and so that'd be one thing as far as like sometimes a font look cool, but you're not gonna be able to read it for real. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm liking, and so one of the things is like even like with the videos, like the shorter the video is, like the more I'll edit, like put this there, put that there, like this on the third. Like if a video get longer, I don't be wanting to edit it that much. So like even like when it comes down to the shirt designs, is like if I do it with a quick little or one line here or one line there, this on the third, and put those and then edit that up, then I mean, so it could be called one liners, you know what I'm saying? Or because now that's the part about it though, right? I make one design. So with the designs, oh let me put the whatchamacallit up here. I ain't even put this up here. So with the one designs, I can put like, okay, one of them say bounce on it as a friend. The other one say duh, and the other one say, and so it's like I can just start to put all those stuff together. I can start to put all those stuff together. So that would be cool, man. That would be cool. I ain't even whatchamacallit. That's how I was just in this joint, just rocking and rolling. I ain't even whatchamacallit. I ain't even tag all this stuff, bro. Let's just put some of this stuff up here, bro. Let's put some of this stuff up here. With the pants of the tugger. Boom. So it's alright. Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Paulo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla del graffiti. Questo è Impastore Rockstar Podcast. Yeah, no. The song is to a couple. Yeah. And I just caught a cricket. And that's gonna be good. So the tarantula had the tarantula ate a roach just the other day. So I'm like, all right, boom. And like, yes. So yesterday I seen one, but I ain't had my cricket catcher. Today I had my cricket catcher. I'm a cricket catcher, bro. Cricket catcher. Cricket catcher. So yeah, and now it's just a matter of I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so like I was saying, like with the new shirts, so I can start to put. I like this shirt says I have 3 different. I think the ones that have like words. Well, not including those other ones. So, but I just made 3 different like shirts that said that had with some words and phrases and sayings up there. So it is nothing for me to like now put another shirt to say this like 3 lines instead of just the one. And so like I did one shirt, it says one on the front and it says another on the back. So yeah, I would like I want to show you the shirt. You really gotta look at the shirts, bro. You gotta look at the shirt so you can understand what I'm saying. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the shirts, bro. You gotta look at the shirts. So trying to think, is there any more, you know, shirt ideas or just one-liners like that? So I could start to think about some poetry type things, or just like one line this, one line that. You know, like if you ever been on whatchamacallit, there be that one. I don't know. I don't know. But theirs is a RH somebody, and like it do be like one line or something. I'm not even sure if it's like poetry or whatever, but like, you know, like something like that. But it's just like on the shirt though, so it's like the shirt gonna say this or the shirt gonna say that. And so a couple things I was just also thinking about was like, usually in most shopping places, the women's section is the largest section. You know what I'm saying? But well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if that applies to Ralph Lauren. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that applies to Ralph Lauren or Tommy Hilfiger. I'm not sure. But so like I was thinking of a shirt. So the next shirt I'm sitting here thinking about the line that it would say is on it, make me forget about her. Right? Make me forget about her. But I was also thinking like, okay, what if the women want a version of that shirt as well? Well, hell, the okay, okay. So let me see, cause I was cooking. Let me cook. For the men, the shirt will say, "Make me forget about her." For the women, the shirt will say, "I'll make you forget about her." All right, but let me write that one down. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. All right. Uh, so for the women, all right, but right for the ladies. Hmm. True. So I guess I be thinking too much about it, but like, yeah, right? The ladies could just have a boom. Yo, I promise you, like the stuff, like when you out and about and somebody see you with the shirt on, I feel the way I'm sitting here thinking about this stuff in my mind, it's gonna make it easy for people to like shoot their shot, like because they wanted to like where you get your shirt from, but they want to talk to you about your shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, what you asking about this for? Okay. For the women, what? Yeah, yeah. I gotta look for the crop tops. Yeah, we might make a crop top for the women for that. Hold up. Cause listen, that's how you motivate a man. You challenge him. So if you wear that on the shirt, you wear that on the shirt, yeah. You wear that on the shirt, dude gonna be is he gonna be up for the challenge. But and it's like, but that's actually like real life though. Like that's like one of the real things. All right, this is one of those make you feel some type of way type of Jones. Whereas like you gonna take them to the spot that I took you to. I showed you this spot. How you how you gonna take them to the spot I took? that, hey bro, hey bro, nah, hold on. I'm trying to feel like nah, bro, like. You know how like they be rules, like nah, bro. I don't know. That should be like against the rules, bro. Like who showed you how to do the mother like that? What, bro? If y'all break up and then you go to one of your favorite spots that you introduced her to, and then she got a new person there, oh, that hurt. Nah, hell nah, hell nah. You can't even eat your favorite food no more. You be like, hey, bro, I know. Hey, bro, I don't know. Has anybody ever had that happen to him though? I don't know. I don't even know how to react. I wouldn't even know how to react, bro. I wouldn't even know how to react, bro. Like if I walk into my favorite restaurant and then she there with another dude, I'm like, I don't know. You gotta walk out. You can't order. You can't order, bro. I don't know. Some people got enough. They be like, shit, I can't here for the food. I ain't worried about that bit. But some people like, I ain't worried about that bit. I can't for the food. That ain't. Nah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful, bro. What Chris Brown say? Residuals? Chris Brown said residuals. That's the residuals in real life. If they take them to a spot that you showed them to, you out here showing them my favorite spots, eating my favorite food. Mm-mm. 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 Y'all better than me. Y'all better than me. Nah. What's that movie? Is it it ain't this is where Tay digs his own grave. If you know, you know. Alright. Tay Diggs is in the one movie and he pull up on it, make sure he walk by and speak. Oh, it's a scene. Hey, bro, you know how people do skits? This should be a skit, bro. I wouldn't be mad at this skit, bro. I'm like, oh, hell nah, bro. This how you do the skit, bro. This how you do the skit. So one skit, boom, boom, y'all two in the joint, this and the third. And then you walking in the next day, she with somebody else and speak. Oh, you bold. Oh, but that's okay. That's what Tay Diggs. Okay, I don't know what movie that. What movie is that? Cause Tay Diggs sit down. Tay Diggs sit down at the table. You see some wings? Oh hell, not the same order. Not the same order. The lemon pepper? Hey nah, hey nah. Hey bro. Nah, hey bro, hell nah, bro. That's not even cool. That's not even cool. You give them the order, their order. Like, this my order. No, 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 no. I'm saying lemon pepper, but lemon pepper not really my thing. That ain't. I ain't gonna say it's overrated. I ain't even trying to start a whatchamacallit. I ain't gonna say lemon pepper's overrated. But some regular barbecue, some barbecue rings, like I know for you ordered my order. Hey bro, hey bro, you know how what? I know y'all don't like the word diabolical, but hey, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Barbecue is where I'm at with it. Barbecue is where I'm at with that. Spicy barbecue. Matter of fact, if we want to be exact, this I all right, cause I've been seeing other people with their food content that's in the third. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all right now, if there is a video that needs to be made about some food that I don't be seeing y'all eating this enough. And it ain't that hard of a concept. And they actually do this in Jersey, in New York. And I don't know why I ain't seen it just about enough. And it's simple. Fried barbecue wings. Fry the wings, put them in barbecue sauce. And if it's spicy, good lord. You see what I'm saying? Bruh. Bruh, I don't know why I have not there's not enough content of fried barbecue, some spicy fried barbecue wings. Fried is important. The barbecue is important. Yes. Yes. I'll make a video about that and I'll describe that right there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can take from here. Yeah, I'll probably watch a walk from there, hopefully. Fried barbecue wings, bro. They got them in New York and they got them in Jersey. Down nowhere else, and I don't know why. But like in Jersey, like I just had to you just gotta tell them like, yo, dip the wings and you gotta just tell them. One season, one honey gold, a barbecue on the side. I'm in the South. I'm in Georgia, but Georgia is lemon pepper got y'all in the hold. Lemon pepper, like bro, lemon pepper is it's okay. It's okay, but that lemon pepper got them in a chokehold, boy. Seasoned with honey gold, barbecue on the side. How you like your wings? Deep fried. That be a thing too. Now I don't know how they got to be doing that. I think you do got to fry it twice though. When you want your wings like extra crunchy, I think you do got to like double. I think you do got to toss it in the batter once, fry it, and then toss it in the batter again and fry it again. Not too long, not too long, but make sure that Jane makes some wings on his food truck. They love LP. What LP stand for? What LP stand for? Lemon pepper. They love lemon pepper. Fried hard. Hey, bro. Nah, that Jane is funny with, like, but that's where, and you know how like you gotta once you once you get something that you like and you become a regular, once you get something you like and you become a regular, I like getting to that point. I've had that a couple times in life. You know, just walking in and they know what I want. I ain't gotta say nothing. I got a Chinese spot. I got a Chinese spot. She walk in, she be like, "Did your order?" Yeah, that's my that. Yeah, I ain't gotta say nothing. She already know what I want. Mm. I like walking in like that. A regular. Or when I was at the one joint, listen, the one lady, I remember she already knew I wanted that pina colada tobacco. She said, she started the conversation, she was like, and then she looked at the person she was talking to, she was like, it's just some people, I just know what they want. One's not the same thing. You ain't gotta keep asking. If they drink Hennessy, they drink Hennessy. You ain't gotta keep asking. That's what they drink. The same thing. Loyal to the soil. Loyal to the soil, bro. That is it. Man, shoot. Like good food hard to come by. Oh, and then that's the other part, right? So, oh my goodness, bro. So, in just going look through the comments and whatnot, he gonna keep talking about that. Like, so if you go, I have never been to them little barbecue competitions or whatever. Now, but they say that and this I learned something new every day. I ain't know. You go there, they were like, oh, it ain't supposed to fall off the bone. They was like, it ain't supposed to fall off the bone. That means it's overcooked and da 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 rah 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 rah. I'm like, you don't shut your I'm like, you post your ribs. I don't see you posting your ribs at all. So it's so easy to do, but I don't see you posting your ribs. Nigga gonna say, nigga gonna, gonna say, they gonna say Applebee's ribs do the same thing. I have never in my goddamn seen not one plate of ribs from Applebee's do that. If you don't shut your god, you gonna say Applebee's ribs do the same thing. I ain't never somebody went to Applebee's and said, "Oh look, y'all, my ribs is falling off." Hell no, I ain't never heard nobody say it. Not them 2 for $20. No. Talk about the shit easy. Where your ribs at? Why ain't nobody talk about your why ain't nobody talk about your cooking? It's so easy. Out now, yeah. Out. Let me see. Hold on now. Now, are we gonna talk about the bread? Are we gonna talk about that brown chocolate bread? That it ain't. What the hell is that? Pumpernickel? What the fuck is that bread from? That bread good, bro. That bread good, bro. Oh, that bread good. It's soft too. The bread, yeah, breads. Hey, what the Outback bread? What's the name of that? It's y'all know what bread I'm talking about. It's brown. You cut into it. That shit. I thought that shit was chocolate. So that shit don't taste like chocolate. That shit good as hell. I don't know what the fuck that is though. That's how they fill you up. Fill you up. You know that goddamn bread. You like, yeah. I don't care. I'ma still eat that. I'm gonna eat the bread. Applebee's ribs, dry and tough. You should have seen that, bro. I seen that. I ain't know what to say, bro. I ain't know what to say when I seen. I just like the carbs, so it don't take too much. Carbs is energy. Carbs is energy. We need that. I think it's called pumpernickel though. I think it's called pumpernickel. But it's like, but now you starting to see it up enough, and it's just like, all right, yeah. I don't. If you go to comment on the video, you done seen the rest of these comments, and everybody done dropped the address enough times. It's in the description, but it's not there. They still asking for the same thing. I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, all right, man. But it's in a different space now. So, Okay, now there's two things I did see. Now you want to talk about a boil. Now people call it different things from where you at differently, like the boil bag. I don't know what else anybody else called it. Somebody I don't think I remember somebody calling it a boil. Well, you go to Juicy Crab, you got the boil bag. It's a seafood drink. Now and it'll come with the potatoes, the corn. You gotta tell them what sauce you want. This on and that third. Oh, now I don't usually want to do this, but bounce, 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 bounce your way on down to the. So I don't know. Juicy Crab, the one I want to sit there. What you call it? Depending on what you know, like it depends on location. Now you tell somebody something. Nah, this ain't good. Is it? Well, depending on what location you go to. Nah, but the seafood. If you ain't never had, hey, you better come get one of these. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That it's well, I don't, how do you know? There's some people that don't need no utensils, and then there's other people that be like, that's just a pro. I, I don't know, bro. I be a, it depends on what juicy crab. That brown Bushman Bavarian bread, according to Google. The one from Outback, that don't sound familiar. Bushman Bavarian. I'm gonna call it Bavarian. That sound. Target. That sounds a little better. And y'all had the Bavarian. That's a big word for Elmo. Balsamic vinegar. Hey, but so nah, wait, you gotta have one of those, bro. Yeah, that's a part of life. What's the point of life? Eat good food. Eat some good food. The balsamic vinegar. But I have it. Oh, the seafood boil, the boil bag. Oh, bro, like there be two types of people when it comes to like the seafood. I'll be like, there's some people like, yo, bro, this ain't it's too much work, bro. You be like, these crab legs, the king crab, the cold call, I don't know all this other stuff. But you be like, yo, this ain't too much work. But this little bit of I gotta do all this. It take me, I don't know how long to no. But then if you ever seen some of them people get down with that bag, they tie that shit up. Hey, hold on. When she put her hair in the bun, you know what time it is. Hey, you seen somebody if they in front of that bull bag and they tie that plastic thing around they put that bib on, bro. They put the gloves and go to work. Fuck it up with the bib. And I seen a bib that said, I forget what it said something about the baby. Baby's just unemployed. Boy seasoning. Old Bay. They don't play about that Old Bay. And you know the one thing about Old Bay? Boy, Old Bay. I just remember. So y'all ever, I don't know if y'all ever had. We had, you got that corner spot and you go just get fries. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all grew up, but when I grew up, it was a corner spot. Just get some fries. Throw the Old Bay seasoning on that, bruh. I don't know. You could just never have enough. Like I don't know what it is about Old Bay. It ain't like. That's why your blood pressure high as hell. That's why you be mad. That Old Bay, bro. Just dump it out there, but just dump, shake that, bro. The Old Baby, bussin'. So yeah, I'm one of the people that when I get the boil back, I be like, bro, it's too much work, bro. I don't know but then other people, bro. But it's some they either don't use the tools and it's some they do use the tools. And you be like, why are there tools? I don't know nothing about them tools, bro. They be fucking that shit up, bro. Them boil bags, bro. Oh my goodness. But you gotta get one of those. Why you ain't had one of them yet? That's one of them. That's one of them. Like, why you ain't had one yet? Like, why you avoiding it? You know, why you avoiding that? Cause I know every once in a while you be like, what? I ain't had no Chinese in a while. I ain't had no seafood in a while. Every once in a while you be like, I gotta give me some seafood. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's that tilapia got you in a chokehold. Every time somebody cooks some fish, what the tilapia? Oh no. If salmon was a person, I know salmon hate to see y'all coming. Is it salmon or salmon? I don't know, man. Man, do you just change it up depending on who you talking to? Do you do you change it up on depending on who you talking to? Or are you stuck in the, is it salmon or salmon? Salmon or salmon? I don't know. I'm one of them type of people. You know how people like, nah, it depends. It depends on who I'm talking to. I'm wait till somebody else say it first. I'm like, oh, in this setting, this is socially acceptable. I'm one of them type of people. Every day I stop myself from posting something that's gonna stir the pot a little bit. A salmon. You look at that. Oh, hey, and then as soon as they pronounce that L, oh, you bougie. Oh, you bougie. Well, why is there? Why is silent? Psalms. Is it Psalms? Boy, I know the Psalms was fucking niggas up back in the day. Hey, bro, you ever like, okay, if you like watching a movie and then you know how like you be paying attention, but then you might be texting, be on your phone or something, and then you like, oh shit, I gotta wind it back. Then you wind it back just enough, and then you be back on your phone again. See the minute oh shit, I gotta wind it back again. Let me not touch the phone type shit, right? And then so I say that to say like, let's say you was actually trying to read, that, and it said Psalms, and you like, but it messed you up because you don't know how to pronounce it, so you just stop reading. You like, I tried, I was trying to read, but then it just hey, ask Floyd Mayweather. Stop playing. But they say he could do everything. They said Chris Brown got so many talents. Can he read? I mean, he sing, dance, act. what? Like I am. Nigga be drawing and painting, flipping. He be flying through the air. Bruh, I don't know if anybody else has a fear of missing out, but Beyonce was on tour and Chris Brown was on tour. This shit was like, they said Beyonce don't do nothing but clock in and go home. They said, don't worry, she'll be back at tax season. Now, if you know, you know. I still haven't seen Beyonce perform yet, bro. And it's one of those, you know, that somebody that be like, they spent their last, like, bro, you know your rent due? Beyonce was performing. Once in a lifetime. Bruh, that don't stress me out sometimes. I know there's other things to worry about in life. You know, people, this get shot every day, B. But that be stressing me out sometimes. He be like, damn, you ain't been to a Beyonce concert? Bro, you gotta think, Michael Jackson, I'm the type, I ain't get to see Michael Jackson. I ain't get to see Prince perform. I ain't get to see them. You know what I'm saying? And it's people who got to see both of them in their lifetime. I'm like, damn, what was that like? You know what I'm saying? So we got Chris Brown and Beyonce both going on tour. Now I've been to a couple, whatchamacallits, the Lemonade Beyonce tour. It was amazing. Yeah, she a performer. Bro, I just seen a video. And it's like her and I don't know how many whatchamacallits, but she was performing at The View, right? Now, there was just also, as an aside, there's also a clip of Whoopi Goldberg, like, Whoopi, why you still working? What did Whoopi talking about? Well, if you married right way, you ain't got this and the third. Monique was like, well, yeah, Whoopi told me how much she made at The View, and I just felt disrespected. But that was one thing. But it was like, then there was this clip of Beyonce performing at The View. I don't know how long ago it was. It was like, she did all this for The View. That's a performer. So now, like right now, the conversations is like, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, right? And there's like, when y'all say Mariah, please clarify. Please say the scientist, because if I just say Mariah, I'm talking about the Carey. Hey, bro, I don't know what's going to happen with Mariah the scientist, Jane, right now. I don't know if these things are helping her sales or not. She finally dropped an album. She finally making music videos, and then here come all these released jail calls. For real, I thought my grandmother got to see Ella Fitzgerald in New Orleans. That's juke joint type of vibes. That's one of them, yeah, cell phones didn't exist type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like really be true. Like cell phones didn't exist, so it was like you really gotta take her, like, bro, like, yeah. What I got the lie, crib? Why you got the lie, crib, bro? That's legendary. That's legendary, bro. And it's like they be joking about it when they talk about like we'll never get somebody as famous as Michael Jackson again. You know what I'm saying? But like it's certain people like You got Elvis, you got Jackson, you got a couple, and it's like them Johns is really, you know what I'm saying? And so Ella Fitzgerald, Whitney, bruh, Whitney, bruh, and then it's like, it's the lore, right? It's the lore. So Whitney, what's the song? I'm Your Baby Tonight. If you ain't never heard it, go listen to it. I'm trying to tell you, right? It was my first time hearing it. I was like, Whitney. And eat the cake, anime. And so, but it's one of them type of James. The song, the lore of the song is like, y'all know she recorded this in one take. Like, there is no, she went in the stew. It's in the stew. She went in the stew, recorded this Jane. She did this one time all the way through. You can't reproduce it. Whitney. Man. Those is when we gonna get some of that? And then it was obsessed with Elvis and never forgave her cousin for being in a picture of him at a diner. Wow. It was ain't changes, but she remember that. It ain't that whatchamacallit long ago. You know what I'm saying? It be that it's like that's like when you find out Pablo Picasso passed away in the 70s. And it's like, huh? And it was like, yeah, like Pablo Picasso passed away in the 70s and 80s. Like, it wasn't that long ago. And then I think his daughter worked at Tiffany and Company. So somebody's daughter worked at Tiffany and Company. It's like, huh? It's like, yeah, it's like that don't happen like yesterday, bro. And you know, like and you know, like when it comes to like this time thing, I don't know if y'all really be saying that kind of whatchamacallit, bro. It was like, if I say 2016, 2016 was like, 2016 encompasses 2016 to 2020, right? Memphis is second home. What? Hold on. Hold on. Why you on? What's wrong with Elvis, bro? I know you listen to Gorilla. The music. It's the music. All the birds for paper in the city. You don't what? Why though? I know some of the backstories. You know some of the stories. You be like, oh, I ain't know he was doing that. It's like Salvador Dali. Yeah. Same. Collaborate with Disney on a film. Mentioning that, right? Because Walt Disney was Frozen, right? I'm not talking about the Disney movie Frozen, but double entendre here. Like, wasn't Walt Disney? He was Frozen. I'm not sure when he's set to get unfrozen. Wasn't he Frozen? Like, right? I'm not tripping. Disney was Frozen. And so like, what I kind of also like is how like Salvador Dali, Pablo Picasso, you know what I'm saying, and like artists, right? Like famous artists, and like that's why I like the fact that Banksy is like trending right now. For not for the maybe for good reasons, maybe not for good reasons, whatever. But I like the fact that Banksy's, you know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm not sure if his legacy will get there, bro. Like, these are the people like I be wanting to study just to figure out like, yo, how do you, like, as an artist, how do you cement yourself as a time in history? It was a conspiracy theory in the mid 2000s at the time that Walt Disney was frozen. It's a conspiracy. I'm waiting to hear why you don't fuck with Elvis, bro. But is it? But if you say it's because, you know what I'm saying, he was messing with, all right, like if but like, just as a whatchamacallit, bro, there's because I know some people whatchamacallit. I have like, if you type certain words, it just won't pop up. So I just want to make sure some people know, like, all right, these, like, just in case you trying to whatchamacallit, if your message don't pop up, it's because these words are blocked on the channel. Oh yeah, yes. Well, I ain't know the word. They say a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Priscilla, that's her name. I ain't know her name. I watched the Elvis movie, and you take what resonates, take what applies, right? Take what applies. When, cause I don't know. Do y'all look at them like houses that be seeming like, is this a real place or is this whatchamacallit? And the stuff that we look at now and stuff, you like, man, you really can't. You really gotta sit there and fact check and verify this stuff is real. But like, those bedrooms that got like a rock, like is rock as one of the walls, like type of things, or is like it feels like a cave, or it feels like it got like animal skins and print skins. I was fucking with that type of shit. That shit was like all I did was watch the Elvis movie. Yeah, all I did was watch the Elvis movie, and like certain parts, like just being cooped up in a penthouse, just over top of the city. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit just resonate with me. Like I like that. I want that in my life. A penthouse, bro. Anybody ever been in a penthouse? I'm trying. I ain't. I'll be honest. In all my years, Graceland is beautiful though. I feel like that's a movie. That's a movie, right? Or is that a TV show? It's buried there. They don't have to pay property taxes. Or is that a place? See, I don't be knowing about. Or is that Elvis property? Elvis buried there. They don't have to pay property. Oh, that's crazy. Like this is how the rich stay rich. How the rich stay rich. I went to one penthouse. Grace House is his house. Okay. Graceland is his house. Blah. Damn. I'm trying to be like that. I'm trying to be like, I went to one. Hey bro. Hey bro, that's literally what you tell to somebody. That's all you gotta say. I went to one penthouse. I don't even know how to describe it. And then it just be like, and the person that you're talking to be like, I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that for you. I think we need to start saying that. We need to start saying that to them. I love that for you. Like that's just that. But damn, that's what I'm. Damn. Bro, I just want to be dressed right for the occasion and to see. I knew someone. First of all, I said it was. Oh man. Oh no. You was like, no, you gotta own the moment. You gotta feel like you gotta. That's why I literally just said, hope I'm dressed right for the occasion. I'm like, I just gotta feel like I belong. But somebody said some people they work for billionaires and whatnot, and then they was like, yeah, not a penny over 300 million. And somebody was like, well, I'm trying to figure out what that 299 feel like. That 299 million? What that? Trying to know what that feel like. You know, some funny random words, but hey, but they do, and they not like it is. They all kind of make sense, bro. Like it is literally a reason for every single one of them things. So like all the Tupac references, right? So, cause uh 6 Lack Black. How you say that rapper name? Cause I got a nose ring, this and the third. I get the Tupac references, right? Then all of a sudden, he said I was not dressed right. I thought it was under. Whew. I thought we was normal people. I thought he's like tax bracket. That was you tax bracket. Hey, but you know what? It's like, but those are literally the things that literally motivate you. Like, it's like, so Steve Harvey has is it an anecdote? Is it a story? Whatever, a little short story, little thing. Steve Harvey be like, he said, just get a first class ticket, right? A first class plane ticket. Now, at certain times, you be like, we riding these planes? Spirit Airlines? Nah, first class plane ticket. He's like, just get one, right? Because when you have that first class plane experience, all you ever want to do from there is get back to that. And you like, no. And you try, and so that changes your mind because you've had this experience. So you like, no. How do I get back to this first class experience? So that's all I ever had to experience. I want the finer things in life. So, so it's like doing something like that, being that like that will stick to your mind, but no, I gotta get back. Demotivated. What? What? It got me motivated just thinking about it. I ain't never had that. I'm trying to see what that be like. I ain't never had something like that. I'm trying to see what that. You feel me? I'm trying to see what that be like that. I ain't never had that be like that. Listen. The Andre 2000, because I come up here and do some poetry and just that and the third boom, 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 and I don't know whatever else is trying to what you call it. So that'd be one. Um, there's like neurodivergent is like a word and people trying to claim it, and everybody wants to be on one side of the spectrum, but it be people on the other side. I'm not trying to what you call it, but if you just super smart and you got and you everybody has a little bit of ADHD or and bipolar and what and schizo. Everybody has a little bit of whatever. However you decide to mask it, you got to find something in life that allows you to be all parts of you. So, some people be looking at it, they be like, because people would come to my channel, bro, and it's so like there's over 100 playlists, there's over 10,000 videos, and there's just too many things. I don't want to be boxed into just one category. It's just like, like, that boy might be out there. But listen, I'm like, oh, I ain't got time for that. I don't care to hear anybody tell me anything is bad. I don't like who is out here just saying something is good and bad. Like, y'all do know they was justifying slavery with these Bible verses and this, that, and the third. And do y'all knew that some of these, bro? I was like, who's out here saying what's good and what's bad? Who made the rules up in this thing that ain't got? It's a lawless game. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. So anytime I hear anything, I don't want to hear nothing bad. If they say anything bad about this and third, I'd be like, Listen, they laughed at real life experiences. I was trying to be funny and realized they thought it was so outlandish. That is the life. That's what I'm trying, bro. When I tell you, like, so I be telling my friend, like, listen, like, I got a couple days in my life where it's like, nah, if they weren't here, it's like, nah, they gotta tell you the story. So like, you believe me, like, bro, I love that for you. I love that for you. The fact that your life, that's the life you want to live. You want to live a life that they're like, nah, shit, cap. Ain't no cap in my rap. Let's see. Oh, my dog name was Bailey, and people used to spell her name wrong, and I just thought that was just highly disrespectful. Cause it was like I used to have her name. She has her own playlist, and her name was just different places. So, I just wanted to block every wrong spelling of her name. I didn't even want to see it. What else is up here? So yeah, oh, and then like, so like if you don't have a moderator and somebody, what I'm saying, moderating the chat and whatnot, like some people will just, because some people would just come in and like if you sitting there talking about a topic, like I used to teach, so I very well understand a student who's just trying to get attention and will say something that's not really related to what you're talking about. And now sometimes there isn't a side question and it's like, well, let's table this. I can come back to this and answer this question at this time, but right now I need to focus on this one part. And so like there would just be people like who would just try to hop into the chat and say like random different things. So that's why the word birthday is blocked. They're like, it's my birthday. Well, you're only born one day. So these other days are not your birthdays. You was only born on one day. So, oh, and then also because I get tired of like the same comments or like it just be boring to me, and I'm like, I know you didn't think that was funny, and so like that'd be another thing. Like people would say something, I'm like, let's just, cause it's like they'll try to say something. I just don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker. I'm a tea drinker. I drink tea. You feel me? A spot of tea. I drink tea, bro. So I just didn't want to know about the coffee. But I know it's time. I know it's getting cold outside. I know y'all like y'all ice spice lattes and whatnot. I know y'all about to get y'all pumpkin spice lattes and this and the third. So I was getting tired of hearing anything booger, and then so you also gotta, like, they try to get slick. They try to get slick, and so I would put, they just try to misspell booger. So I just like, I really don't want to see your comment. Like it's really, and like you trying to force it and put it up there, like nah, bro, it's really not that funny. And so I don't know why you trying that hard to like put that up there. And then like, so now I've read a lot of different things. I've read so many different things. So when it comes down to like the spirituality and whatnot, like, so, and this is like, there's logic, right? And I just like look at logic, and it's because I'm an artist, right? So with me being an artist, if you look at one of the what's one of the biggest how-to questions, right? One of the biggest how-to questions is how to draw. So let's right there you understand most people don't know how to draw. That'd be one thing, right? So imagine somebody saying just draw a character. That would be hard for a majority of people. Then, so let's move to clay. Now, if you ever had any type of experimentation with clay and pottery, you know, even just making a bowl and making stuff smooth is not easy. So, like, one of my first questions that really got me, I was like, yo, why would the Egyptians make their stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Like, psh, psh, like, and so the Egyptians focus on the eternity of things and they don't look at time in the same way that we look at time. And so like that's why I sit there and look at like the Greek and Romans, somebody called it Aries, somebody called it Mars, but they still believed in certain things. So I'm like, yo, they got statues of this, like certain stuff, and you think they just made this stuff up? So I was like, what? We got statues of LeBron, Dirk, and this, that, and the third. What you think, 2, 3 thousand? I don't know how many years from now, but they gonna look at our statues of Jordan and they be like, oh yeah, he must have been doing something with this bat. Damn, they not even gonna know to call it a basketball. What if they were just playing sports or some shit? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But it'd be stuff like that. And like the days of our weeks, the days are literally named after every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, they're all named after, you know what I'm saying, gods. You got Nike is a Greek god, but Nike's a clothing company. Hermes is a clothing company, but Hermes is a god. Like it's like these, but we still have these references, and we still whatchamacallit. So it's just like you don't know Muhammad, you don't know Buddha, and you don't know, and the mind you, the letter J wasn't invented until after what, you know what I'm saying? Until after. So I'm like, I don't know who Jesus is, but the letter J wasn't invented until, that's not his name, right? So I'd be like, you don't know any of these whatchamacallits, but you're gonna believe in one and discount the other two. And it's those like it's just a literal logic that is like, yeah, I would just rather, and that's how they say that, like there's quotes and people have quotes like, this is how you control a mass group of people with religion, like, and so people will have this box confinement of religion, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, you feel free to just believe in that one thing, but just know that other people believe in other things, and they're very well, because I've never met a Matthew, John, and Jacob in the Middle East, but this one over here says something about this, and this one over here says this, and they be saying the same things, but this one might say it this way, like the ox, you know what I'm saying? I think it's something about the wagon pulls in the direction that the ox goes or something like that. But then this one might just say that you reap what you sow, and then somebody just gonna call it karma. And then some people don't know about dharma. And so like there's just so many things like when it comes to that. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to whatchamacallit. People like the glasses, the glasses was one of the quickest whatchamacallits, bro. Like as far as like because I think that Netflix came out, and so people watched that. I never even got through that one. But that's something I like look at though. I need to go back. I puff cigars and tobacco. I puff cigars and tobacco. So like I don't care to hear you say anything about like saying that is bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I don't like the fact that somebody was, because I ran a mile. I can still run my mile in under 8 minutes. So I don't care to hear about this and the third. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if just because somebody does one thing that's unhealthy in your eyes to you, then there are so many unhealthy things you do. You know what I'm saying? How much water did you drink today? Vegetables, all of this, like fried foods. You try to downplay one unhealthy act, but you don't have. But I'm not a health person. I don't. When people start talking healthy stuff, I'm like, I don't care. I'm here for the big back activities. I'm here for the big back activities. That was one of the questions that and this, I'm gonna be honest with you. What kind of artist are you? That was one of the questions that literally made me that really frustrated me, you know. And it was, yeah, I can do this, but then it's like it depends on what type of mentality you have, because I've seen people who and I've done, like, that's why I have my fashion art discourse, photography discourse, is because there's some people who are really they go for super realism. Like that's a form, and people do that with color pencil, and they can do it with this and the third. And so I used to play with different mediums, and like I got good. I got really good at the painting, and then it was like I saw abstract, and I seen. Let's do I still have one of his? I've seen some ones where if we sit there and even just kind of like talk about it, like so like this one, this is more so like along the impressionism. And then you have something like this. I'm trying to figure if I got one of my favorite artists or did I delete it? Uh, so like here, right here, you can see one of my older, um, you can see one of my older portraits of myself. You know what I'm saying? That I did right there. I just put that on the back. I gotta see if I got one of my big portrait. But like what type of artist, right? So then that started me moving towards there are people who have like on the abstract side, and one of those things is like unlocking your mind to do what they like on that end, on the abstract side. And it was like, what made you think to put a deer with 3 heads and this many horns and this and the third? So like seeing those type of artists, I'm like, yo, that was scary because it's like, well, how do you get your train your mind to do that? The super realism is observation. And then so that was the thing. And then also, so like, but you can also see like doing the clothes. Like I started saying, sorry, I want this on my clothes. So I'm drawing and I'm distressing the pants. Like I'm gonna make the pants look how I wanted them to look. Let me see if I can find. So like, but then it's like putting certain things in certain images here and there. Boom. So like with this one, I did it on pants, but then I cut the pants and I put them there. And then I did a Jessica Rabbit again. Oh man. So, and then what else? I'm trying to see. I think I may have sat there and deleted them. I think I may have deleted the other ones. Oh man, where my thing go so I can change up whatchamacallit. But those are all types of things that just like whatchamacallit. So then if you start to go on YouTube though, right? You start to look at videography and mixed media. You start to look at videography, editing videos. And so, but that also goes with photography. So photography, videography, and so like then you really start to like play with all of this, you know what I'm saying? And so like and like that's the difficulty within trying to mash it all together, you know? The fact that yeah, I can draw freehand, yeah, I can still paint, and but like so I might see something though, and I started wood burning, or so I took the little wood burning thing and I started burning that. So yeah, I think oh, here we go. Boom. So this is a picture by one of my favorite artists. And this was literally my wallpaper for years. And for me, this was and everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? But this is just my humble opinion. I actually went to one of his workshops and his classes just to see you know, how he goes about this. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you tapping in, tuning in, and the good energy. Let me see what's there, whatchamacallit. The last thing you said was 420 friendly, just tobacco. Uh, so when I do my podcast, I've gotten to like I'm puffing my tobacco, you puff what you know what I'm saying. So I let people do their thing. Um, just love all art, facts. Um, bless you, bless you, bless you. But thanks for tapping and tuning in, bro. So like it was like trying to get to weird mindset to being like this, right? So like when you paint with acrylics doesn't give this effect, and gouache watercolor, like pastels, like those don't give this type of effect. So it was, please, please, for sure. It was trying to figure out like how does he paint pictures like this, and how do you get to do this? So it's like and so sometimes it's like just looking, right? It's like just looking how that what I like what somebody said the other day. Somebody said that sometimes listening to music, looking at art, or just having a conversation or experience with a person unlocks something within you. And so that's why it's like I constantly like kind of like put these back at the forefront. And so what does it unlock? Just to look at it, just to stare at it. What do you think? And because it's abstract, everybody's going to take, what I'm saying, it in a different direction. So it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of that. Um, but anything else? So yeah, that was the whatchamacallit. Oh, as far as the wigger, that was because I have pink glasses, and for the most part, I'm pretty articulate. So the fact that I had pink glasses and I was pretty articulate, I think that's what generated that comment. Uh, oh, I would love to. Oh, I would love to do that. I have a playlist called Art, Fashion, Photography, Discourse, and if you tell me your Instagram, I will go through your Instagram and I will look through your art. I will look through your art and I will come on the live stream. Now that's another thing. But one of my members of my channel actually, if you want to see how I did it with her, she does collages. So she goes through different mediums and she puts collages together. And so I went to her Instagram and I found some pieces that I liked and I started talking about it. So I would love to. I generally, what I'm saying, would like, as far as like, artists just coming together and just showing off art. Like I like generally, I'm showing you like the stuff that's in my my whatchamacallit here, like in my throughout my phone. But you can see like I have a lot of just art. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of art from different places and things. So I would definitely go through, and I'm gonna give you an honest opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an honest opinion as far as like where I think you're at, and other things I could expect to see from you, and things like that. Or I would love to even just go through and just if you're on, come back to the live, and then we can just have you can talk and tell me. Um, Major captures great education, teacher skills, perfectly performance specialist. Um, what would make it better is if like you're present while I'm going through it, and so that way it can be kind of sort of an interview. Cause like when I did hers, she was able to tell me like, cause sometimes you look at a piece and it's like, what made you stop? You know, how did you know to stop? What was your motivation behind this piece? What made you, you know what I'm saying? Even like it comes because the colors become intentional. Um, Appreciate that. That was my first guitar. That was my first guitar. Yeah, I called her Sophia. I named my first guitar Sophia. Um, I've been looking for that guitar. But yeah, so like those are the types of questions I would have. So if you send me your Instagram, then I'll definitely like go through and look. And if you're on the live stream while I'm going through your pictures, then you feel free to whatchamacallit. But I'll make a video and then you can just answer the questions in the comments if you're not on the live at the time I'm going through it. But I would definitely like, as I'm going through the live stream, I would just ask questions, and what it's sometimes it's about thought process. What like, so one of the questions that uh, the one of the guest questions that came from his was, well, how long do you spend on a piece, you know, and figuring that out. So and where it's at a point where he spent 30 days on a piece, and he was like, that was too much, that was too long, and it took too much time, and after a while I no longer knew why I was still doing what I was doing, you know. So how long do you spend on a piece? Just to say like, well, you still capture it, and it's still, the idea is still brought to life, and you don't lose the enthusiasm or the passion for the piece. And so that was like, I think that's a beautiful concept for an artist to play with, because um it's, you start to think about, it's a beautiful concept for an artist to play with, because yeah, you know, how long should I spend on a piece for me? And so for him, he started to narrow it down. He was like, for a month was too long. So, and then, but what the cool thing about the presentation was, I think I live streamed the presentation too, so you can probably watch it. The cool thing about the presentation was, he said, he goes through and he shows you, yeah, this is how long 3 weeks. This is what 2 weeks, 1 week. And so he goes down, and it comes down to like days. So he's like, yeah, and this is what 7 days, and this is what 5 days, 3 days, a day. Right? He's counting, and it's like, this is what the piece looks like. And then so for him, I think he landed on 5 days. But hit the whatever he was making around the 3 day mark, the 3 day was me for me. I was like, oh hell, the 3 day jump was fire. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, 5 days was the sweet spot for it. It's like, he's not gonna lose the passion for it, and the idea is gonna fully come to fruition. Like, this is how much time I need to spend on it, and going from there. So that was just really dope. So yeah, you just gotta let me. You just gotta send your Instagram. Yeah, maybe send your Instagram. So, and I would definitely check it out. I would really love. I would enjoy that. I would definitely enjoy that, because that's something, like, what could you sit there and do? Like, I really like. So that's why I have the playlist, because it's like, sometimes you just be scrolling, doom scrolling, right? Just be scrolling, and just say it right here. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Just say it right here, or yeah, just put it right here, and I'll screenshot, so I can look for it. Type the name. Um, so that's one of the that's why I started it, because I'll be looking sometimes, and I'm like, son, we gotta we like the art, like, what makes you stop scrolling? And for me, it is art. Okay, got it, got it. So I'll definitely be checking that out. So uh, look forward to um, yeah, you'll see it. I'll have a live stream, and then where I'll be asking questions as I go through your art pieces. I'll ask questions as I go through your art pieces, and you can come back and just leave comments to the answers to my questions. So it's like a little artist interview. But art. So I knew for me, the things that make me stop scrolling are art and Pokemon, and oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Miss Crow's art. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. Don't even tell me what is. Don't give me any type of clues. Don't. I want to be totally surprised. I want to be totally surprised. Totally surprised. Machiavelli? I don't think that's up here, because Machiavelli has that question. Mm, what? No. Like, yeah, like this. So I look at things as far as like, we're like, again, like, just as far as the energy goes, like, you you want to be able to talk to people like who have good energy, who's not on no, you know what I'm saying, whatchamacallit. Um, you just, you know what I'm saying, and then to talk to another fellow artist is always great. So I'm totally fine and cool with that, and it's all back and forth. But it's this has been like it's been, you know what I'm saying, like the vibe is good, the vibe is cool. Um, um, and this was actually it's pretty good to just be back there on that space, like just because it's been a lot of growth and progress, like just like literally just within the last few days, and you know it was just stagnant for a little bit. So this has been feels good, feels good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope, pretty dope. Yeah. So other than that, all of these are whatchamacallits. So and then what was the last things I seen? Was the food. So like with the big back activities, with the food, they had the honey buns. It was a honey bun bacon double cheeseburger. Now, when you hear something like that, you be like, burgers are good. Burgers are good. Bacon. Bacon? But it's like all they did was replace the bread with some some toasted honey buns. Now, cause somebody was like, man, is it good, man? Like, come on, bro. So now if you ever warmed up a honey bun, then you know. Then you know a honey, that bot. So it's like, are all the Luther burger? I ain't never heard of it. So it'd be like, is it, how certain things are good this way? It's like, I don't know if they go together. And I know separately, the one of these don't belong, right? And it'd be like, but it's toasted. It might, I don't know. It is like, man, is it good, man? Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I don't. Do I still have the picture? I think I deleted the picture. Let me see. Oh no, I don't see it. Oh, look up the Luther burger. Oh, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. So like, that's be the other thing. It was that, and then now the other one was funny though. The other one was funny. The boy was talking about the gravy was thick, and I was like, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. That gravy was thick, 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 thick. Plain. You don't even like the sesame seed drink, bro. What? Oh, so I mean, when it comes down to a burger, right? When it comes down to a burger, what's the best type of burger bread to have? What type of burger? What type was the best type of burger bread to have? Burger bread. The burger bread. The bread matters. What type of burger bread? Let's think about this. Burger bread. Mm, I just think the bread just need to be like toasted. Like, if you go to wheat bread, oh hell no. Said nobody ever. What? What? Go to Five Guys. Toast the bread. Toast that bread up for me, bro. Actually, the bread be debatable, bro. See, I mean, and that's why that honey bun sandwich don't sound too whatchamacallit. The bread is almost toasted but soft, like for real, bro. Oh. Now you know the one thing that I've been meaning to try though. What was it? Was okay. I think it was a grilled cheese, but with garlic bread. I think it was like a garlic bread grilled cheese or something like that. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Garlic bread. A garlic bread grilled cheese. That's what I think was going on. Invite me to the table. Give me two, please. Give me two, please. One for now, one to go. What? Garlic bread. Yeah, why don't they be using that more often? Yeah, this the type of stuff like you be like, man, if I was had my own joint, if I was gonna and this I don't know, this we're gonna make this happen somehow, some way. Somebody gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? But what should you do? Nah, okay, I understand. I just told you, I am for the unhealthy stuff. I don't, I don't want that. Give me the other bread, bro. I don't want French toast, bro. Give me some French toast. All right, but for real though, yeah. If I had my own joint, burger joint, I'm putting the burgers on garlic bread. Let's start there. If I'm serving chicken, I'm gonna just order the church. I'm gonna order the church's chicken, and then I'm just gonna dip that in some barbecue sauce. I'm gonna just dip the church's fried chicken and I'm just gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, we catered. I mean, that's why I highly just don't. That's why I'm just do, bro. I'm gonna just be like, um, we gonna get what we eating at tonight, y'all. And then I'm gonna just have go. I'm like, okay, we getting the Five Guys burgers, and then we're gonna order these the church's fried chicken, spicy thighs. As soon as it get here, dip it in the barbecue sauce. Garlic bread go with whatever, whatever, whatever. Ribs. Let me get one rib. How much for a rib? $5. How much rib comes with that? Five. Oh, that's like $1.25 per rib. Yeah, just about. I guess so. Well, let me get one rib. One order ribs. No, 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 no. Let me one rib. One rib. How much is soda? Sodas cost $1. All right, well, just put in my hand 15 cents. Let me get a sip for 15 cents. He said, my cups cost more than 15 cents. He said, he, he said, well, then pour it in my hand for 10 cents. If you don't get out my restaurant, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that movie. I ain't seen it. Give me a sip. I ain't seen a movie in a while. That's worth seeing in 2025. Now, I watched Belly in 2025. It is not a good movie. This did not age well. This did not age well. So, bro, I'm all for that. One real, one soda. But for real though, bro, man, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. You know how they be like, bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Not like I Show Speed is on tour right now, right? But you know, what I'd be doing. This is what I want to do. If I was going on tour right now, like I Show Speed, like, and so those are two different things. Like I Show Speed, what's call it? He's getting some pretty good press. Like they like the fact when he went to China and this and the third. 450 today. Somebody else said that. Somebody else said, oh, it was about your girlfriend. This girl, she bought her boyfriend 2K26 and a new PS5 controller. And quite frankly, you know, it was like, yeah. I was just sitting there the whole time. Her whole video, because she brought Chick-fil-A. And then he was like, is that Chick-fil-A? Right? And then, so she done put all the gifts inside these bags and whatnot, this and that, third, boom, boom. You know, a content creator relationship. I'm like, yeah, these are gold. I'm like, whatever he doing. And like, so the one thing was, she got him a 2K26 and he was like, oh yeah, I'm about to stream all night. And it was like, damn. You be like, damn. Cause there's some of the Johns, they be like, they can't sit there and just play the game all day. Oh my goodness. When Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, bro, I'm not sure how many people going to work that day or the day after. I think people really gonna take the day off for that, Jane, bro. Good press. Yes, he got the widest range as far as influencers go. Yeah, and it's like who really running things right now? And you know they up. You know what I'm saying? It's the Kai right now is doing the Mafia-thon 3. And so, but Kai gonna have Kai got he got a lot of different celebrities up there, you know. And they making you know what I'm saying? So that'd be one thing to see. Kai stuff get clipped more of Floridian. I legally have to play. Like, yeah, it's based there and some more. Like, nah, like that's why it's gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different. They're like, oh yeah, like bro, and the way like how real it's actually supposed to be, like, because people are sitting there comparing the graphics of like, oh, this is Grand Theft Auto here and this is Grand Theft Auto now. Like, people was really comparing like the buildings. Like, they was like, look at the building. It was under construction in this in this Grand Theft Auto. It looked like paper. It looked like a cardboard box in this Grand Theft Auto. And now look at it. Look at it now. And so now it's like, you probably be looking there and like, oh, this my house. Hey, bro, that ain't gonna be crazy, bro. As for anybody living in Florida, like, oh no, this my block. This my house right here. That's how real Grand Theft Auto about to be. That's how real Grand Theft Auto about to be. That ain't about to be like, oh nah, this my block right here. I'm on my block with my car. And one place I either have to end up a Florida woman or get this business citizen. Hold on. What does that mean? Is that a Florida woman? I gotta be a statistic. When is it okay to be a statistic? I'm not gonna work either. GTA says I'm taking a week off. Booze moving for real. Yeah, yeah. Hey, when them actors like, oh, how y'all? Cause they about to have all that. They about to have all those. Man, it's gonna be. This is thi- this is the like when Kanye and Drake was beefing, and Kanye wanted to know when Drake album was coming out so they could drop at the same time so they could really compare album sales. Such a competitor. And so people is real live. Like right now, people are like, yeah, I'm just gonna drop my game before Grand Theft. It's like you either drop your game before Grand Theft Auto, or after that, the project is just squashed and just might as well just wait. Because ain't nobody watching McGrawler, bro. Because Grand Theft Auto is like, it's about to have all those little. I think you gotta take care of pets. You gonna have to. Or Oh, okay. Well, see, the thing about a Florida man, is that there are so many, um, different like. So if Florida like, okay, if you see a video of somebody wrestling a alligator or a crocodile, like you see some of those videos, like that's a Florida man. You feel me? Like that's that's like for somebody who's not from Florida is on the third. That's the content that whatchamacallit is like. Oh nah, like that's that, bro. Like if you see a man in shorts with a shirt, a button-up shirt with the sleeves cut off, wrestling an alligator, that screams Florida. Like, oh, this got to be from Florida. It's got to be from Florida. Um, so, and I think there was somebody else that called some. It's a part of South Carolina, I think. They call that like Middle Florida or something like that. It was something like that. Um, I dove after this name because it was pretty. Oh yeah, top tier. Yeah, yeah. Hey, bro, it was a snake though. I can't. I don't blame you. I miss my snakes. Once GTA comes out, it's over for at least 2 years for gaming as a whole, and it ain't. It's like there's nothing even whatchamacallit. Like the gamers are not mad. They were like, we actually. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about those other, like there, like there's PC gamers. But then like now, I'm not sure. There was a big little thing about, I think Sony, Xbox, Microsoft, whatever. They had this whole thing where it's like the cross platforms are coming together again. You know what? It's like if you make the joke, it's like perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. You're Asian. You can make the joke. All right, that's perfectly fine. NASCAR racer. No sir, bro. No sir. But I ain't mad, bro. Cause like it's like literally, cause I didn't. So now one thing when it comes like to Grand Theft Auto, like like a casual player, right? Like you're a casual. Fine, let me be a casual. You know what I'm saying? But I never. All right, you know what I'm saying? I think there's also tiers as far as like having an online. We on PC now. No more consoles. Dang, bro. Everybody on Steam. Everybody on Steam now. So one of the jumps was, what did John say? You What Grand Theft Auto? Oh, online. So as a kid, I used to get games. Well, I had the Xbox 360. I ain't had no online though. I ain't had that online though. But so online is the actual whole thing. So somebody else had to tell me this. I didn't know. I was like, "What y'all be doing on Grand Theft Auto online?" They were like, "Bro, we playing basketball. We be racing." And so like the whole online is like a whole nother game. Like it's a racing game all of a sudden. It's a multiplayer racing game. Mind you, Need for Speed. Like, what's the best racing game, right? Red Dead. Now, is worse. Red I haven't played Red Dead, but they say Red Dead is good. And I even just heard more about it. They say Red Dead 2 is like even as far as like story mode and all that. You know what I'm saying? So because I think that's the one thing. Like the one thing about the Grand Theft Auto stuff is about to have all those. So there's a game on the Switch, Animal Farm. Is it Animal Farm? And it's about because this is what Pokemon tried to do, and it's about is it Animal Farm? Animal Crossing. That game is like you being able to pick up the game, not do too much, or even if you just bored, like you know what I'm saying, and all that the little board activities and stuff that you can do on that jank, it's like that. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of that on Grand Theft Auto, and stuff that you even just have to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be people gonna be wanting to do it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's taking care of your pets, yeah, I think they did say something about bowling. Bowling, they bringing bowling back. So mind you, doing all this and so like this gonna be the closest thing to the metaverse before the metaverse. You feel me? This gonna Grand Theft Auto 6. This shit, but that's gonna be the closest thing to the metaverse, bro. Before the metaverse come. And so like you can be out here bowling with people, like just like mind you, online dating, niggas about to be online dating on Grand Theft Auto 6. They're like, oh yeah, my shorty just on the third, we be online, we got to go bowling tonight. You on the game tonight? Like that shit gonna be a whole. If they haven't been doing it, they about to be doing it, bro. And then shoot, then, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Somebody's gonna be made a couple off of Grand Theft Auto 6 online, bro. They be like, how'd y'all meet? We was online servers and this and the third. We was at the chicken spot. I'm trying to tell you now, bro. And then we met in real life and we got chicken in real life. Then they be like, oh hell no, we just a simulation. We living in a simulation, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They charge you for subscriptions to play online. On PC, you can play free online. One of them type of James like, well, first I gotta get a PC. Midnight Club 2. Ayy. Ayy. I ain't heard that in a long time. Hey, bro, I ain't heard Midnight Club Dub Edition. Bro, I ain't heard Midnight Club in so long, bro. That's crazy. That's like memory unlocked. I ain't heard about I ain't heard about Midnight Club in so long, bro. Like it's been a long, like it's been a long, long time coming. We need a good multiplayer racing game, bro. We need a really good multiplayer racing game, bro. Like for sure, for sure. I ain't heard about Midnight Club in so long, bro. I think I played Midnight Club on PSP, bro. Bro, Midnight Club Dub Edition. If that shit was on PSP, cause it was either on PSP or Game Boy. But I feel like on Game Boy I had Midnight Club. No, I feel like on Game Boy I had Need for Speed. Midnight Club Dub Edition. Vibe with the music, bro. The music. Facts. That was. Cause you be wondering, like, the people who made 2K if they can make some other type of games and shit. This is when they need to bring back NFL Streets. NFL NBA Streets. On the PSP. Yeah, hey. The PSP, when they talk about stuff was ahead of its time, Mind you, I think the PSP came in like 2004 or something like that. PSP was ahead of its time. Like, and that junk used to upgrade itself. Like, bro, when I tell you the PSP, you used to have to, the PSP updated itself and gave itself internet browser. I said, what? That is something that you just cannot, bro. Like, to this day, I promise, bro, if I ever get rich, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm buying a Game Boy. I'm buying all the retro Pokemon games. I'm buying a PSP, bro. I'm gonna get the PSP before I'm like, let me update this shit. Well, I'm not sure what was the last version of the PSP. I don't know if they still update this shit with the server and this and that third. But the PSP, bro, yeah, that jank updated, bro, and then it gave itself an internet browser. I said, holy shit, cow. Hell yeah, you can have Safari on that jank. Or like you could literally, this is when I used to learn. I used to sit there and try to figure out, well, which is the best web browser for my PSP. There was Penguin, you had Safari, you had the Fox, there was mad different web browsers you could use, bro. And I used to just be up there, bro. I used to download music videos, just watch the music videos. You want to talk about clarity? I think even graphic wise, like you got the Switch now. I think the PSP would even rival the. And mind you, again, this is like 20 years ago. The PSP has graphics that are comparable to the Switch. Like the PSP was like literally light years ahead, bro. Like 2 decades. A whole weed to school. Oh, he said jailbreak is crazy. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, what? Hey, bro, why was we? Hold on. What could you now do with a jailbroken Wii? I have never. Like, jailbreaking was back on the Android phones. When I had an HTC Hero, I still want a sidekick. Like in 2025, they need to bring back the sidekick phone. Bro, what was the point of jailbreaking a Wii? Like, what could you all of a sudden do? I still got to figure out Steam. Oh, Steam is for. I gotta see what's going on with Steam, because Steam been catching like a lot of traction as far as like, especially like with PC gamers, and they got all the like retro games and stuff too that you can like from like the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Nah, like I just didn't know like jailbreaking. Like you used to, it was you would jailbreak an Android phone, but we used to do that so you could like run certain apps, or like you could customize your screen in certain ways and stuff. But what was the point of doing? I guess you do the same thing for the Wii, like so you can have, I guess, a custom. Oh, okay. Oh, this is LimeWire. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. This is LimeWire content. This is downloading mixtapes and your favorite songs on LimeWire. What? Oh. Hey, this is the the little things, the little aliens from Toy Story. Oh. You could play GameCube? Oh. And it's like, yeah. See, but this is what we be thinking, all them little hackers, why y'all ain't hacked why you ain't clear everybody debt yet? Just clear everybody debt. Why you ain't do the student loans yet? You want to hack everything, but the necessary. We need this is a good use of AI. Ask ChatGPT. How do I clear bro? A good use of AI. Oh, that's that premium AI subscription. They pay for the ChatGPT. Hey, bro, there's like some stuff like the ChatGPT is replacing therapy. People is confiding in the ChatGPT. What you think, such and such? Because the people that tried got hired. to work. Yeah. The aliens from Toy Story. Makes sense. Makes sense. They was like, no, 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 no. We're gonna use you for. We're gonna put your mind to some good use here. We got a job for you. That's the one boy. Hey, you forgot the one boy who went to jail for what he leaked something from Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto said, "No sir, no sir." It was like, damn, we don't even know his name. That's it's like a lore. It's like you're legendary, kinda, sorta. We don't know your name. Darn it! I was the kid that did that. America isn't gonna do what they want people to rise. It's a country that runs on money, which is business, not for the people. Hey, if you, hey, I, I was thinking about. I ain't really want to make a post about this, but I seen this. I was like, I'm gonna put it on the shirt. But, bro, it was like the stuff that happened today. It was like there was there was that. Apparently that happened, and then there was a whole mass something happening, something over there. There was all that, and Banksy got his mural repainted, and I made some shirts and I made some new merch, and Kobe's right there, and this and the third. But all I'm trying to say is, they said this was if you had ADHD, today was not a day for you. There was so much stuff going on today. There was so much stuff going on today, bro. He's like, I couldn't, bro. Literally, I'm like, hold on, what's happening? Where's the? Nah, but the other stuff that happened today, and then the other thing, hey, what somebody said, divided by nations, united in thought. I don't know. They said it's a distraction. Good job. The social media was doing what it was supposed to do today. This was a healthy distraction. I was highly distracted. Yes, yep. You had my attention. You had me. You had me. I don't know what it happened right under your nose. You didn't see that this happened? Hey, oh, well, I'm gonna try to talk cryptically, descriptively about okay, real deal spill. Unalive. A lot? Yeah, like there's a game. Like the Purge in real life. Basically, that's what happened today. The Purge in real life. Okay. There was a guy, not whose last name, Kirk. No Franklin. Last name, all right? Kirk. No Franklin. All right. First name, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Or what's the other one with Snoopy? Charlie, all right? Charlie the Chocolate Factory. I hope his name probably not even Charlie. Anyway, that guy. If you have not seen the video, it was that. I was like, whoa, like, so 45, 47. You know that they said that one jump when it got the ear, they said that was this one here. And it was like, whoa. Now, the other little, like, you got to see the video, the little video. The dude behind him do like something with his arm, and he made like a little signal, like it was a little signal, and he was super calm about this whole thing happening. That happened. That was one, right? But then, like, it's a lot of people. Some people was like, you shouldn't be this and the third. Some people was on some like, yeah, but if you start to, like, a lot of his old clips was starting to pop back up, and it was like, oh, because I didn't know who he was, so it was like, oh, he said this, he said that. It's like, I'm sorry for this, man. That was one. But then, all right, people go to school, and it's a sad story when people don't come back from school. And it's a lot of people that don't come back from school. There's this movie called Weapons. A lot of kids went missing. But yeah, apparently that happened. Midwest. And you really mean he said something? Yeah. So Midwest, right? So something happened at school. That the most tragic thing that be happening, this and the third. Then it was that. He was in having a speech, and so those are two separate incidences. Those are two separate things. Then somebody Like, like the guillotine. That was happening in the 1500s during this somebody's revolution. I don't know if it was the French Revolution. The guillotine ain't even an English word. Guillotine. That's a move somewhere. You know what I'm saying? On certain games, but that happened. That happened. That's a third set. Those are three separate instances to this day that all just happened. And do you know what today's date is? Man, yeah. So it was like rest in peace. There was a lot going on today, bro. It was just a lot. The algorithm was algorithmic, logarithmic. That's a math word, but it still be trying to, you as a math teacher, you just gotta try to explain what a logarithm is and what does an exponent mean and what does it mean to multiply. And these were just these terms, man. Nicki Minaj after tweeting. I haven't done DJs in a long time, bro. So, it was pure chaos today. The Purge, Tyranitar versus Dragon Knight. It was just a lot going on, man. It was a lot going on. So if you miss certain things, I can understand why you miss certain things. You know what I'm saying? And then like there's a certain generation of people that watch the news and they be like, y'all be watching the news and just be stressed out. Why you be watching the news? I don't know why you be doing that. And then I just couldn't do it. Dragonair. Look how they massacred my boy. How you feel about the mega evolution? How you feel about that? I'm just just asking a question. Are you for it? Are you pro Mega Dragon Knight? Or are you anti Mega Dragon Knight? These are these low key would be like, this is like a legitimate, it was a deal breaker. What happened, man? What happened? Bro, imagine going back. What happened? What happened? I asked her, was she for Mega Dragon Knight or against Mega Dragon Knight? Well, what'd she say? Man, you cannot be for Mega Dragon Knight, bro. You cannot be for that Mega Dragon Knight, bro. Cannot. Man, some stuff, just leave it alone, bro. Just leave it alone. There's just so many other things they could have did, bro. I don't know. You could have. They're just looking at Dragon Knight. And it was the people who I was like, this is a good use of AI. It was the people who went and it was like, Pete the Dragon. So it was the people who was like, yeah, I spent 2 minutes on AI and it came up with 4 designs better than whatever they just made. They can just really just patch it. That would be like the best surprise ever. And I think that gent comes. I think it comes out next. I think Pokemon come out in like October, November. I forget. It gotta come out in like October. You want to. Most people are trying to make some. You want to make your stuff come out before Black Friday, so people can have a reason to go shop and get it on Black Friday, and get it for Christmas. Hey yo, I mean the temperature is dropping. Is it too early to start talking about what y'all want for Christmas? Do y'all? When you as an adult, you be like, what am I gonna give myself this year? What am I gonna give myself for Christmas? Hey, bro, that be the sad part about growing up, bro. You be like, damn, it is. Or you be like, how many people getting gifts this year? And you had to think about it that way. Yeah, how many people getting gifts this year? Hey, that is shoot. And listen, from October to March, it's really hard to tell how genuine, Listen, fellas. If a girl was to strike up an argument in the months of October, November, December, January, yeah, you going to pack it up, big dog. Man, hey, bro, I remember one job, bro. I promise you, bro. bro. These months, bro. You can't. There's not a lot that you can do wrong, bro. You got to go take her to a take her. Y'all doing haunted houses this year? I don't know no more, bro. Ever since 2020, bro, people don't be celebrating the holidays like they used to. I still ain't did the haunted hayride. I still want to do that. I don't care what y'all say. Someone's gonna pay and say people in other companies can't use, huh? Now they don't. Somebody said people are using AI for their resumes and job applications, and then the people hiring are using AI to hire people, and so ain't nobody getting hired. It's gonna be crazy. Nintendo did the same thing with that Pokemon game. Which one? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? Nintendo be doing some stuff, but for the most part, Nintendo, outside of the Mega Dragon Knight, they I applaud them for longevity. The whole family, November and December. Hold on, did you mean fiance? Did you like, did you mean fiance? Cause just as a typo, right? Having finance and fiance as a it's an understandable typo, but then every man like, yeah. But yeah, so it's a whole bunch of was is the Scorpio? Yeah, you can have November. November, you got the early November Scorpios, and then it goes to the Sag. Yeah, I think right. And then it moves to what we call it. Stay stressed. Oh. Mom's birthday is December 25th. So she got a complex. She be like, we celebrating both. Dang. That's a whole bunch of Scorpio, Sag, and Capricorn. The only Taurus, the oddball. Well, you guess the good part is like, we did all y'all stuff. This my season. This my season. All y'all was in the early months. We got y'all all out the way. Now this, we can all focus on mine. It's my time of year. Oh snap, bro. Yeah. But yeah, bro, you can't do no. As a man, you can't. It's not a lot you can do wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got some leeway. You know what I'm saying? These October, cause she wanna do something for Halloween, and then she probably wanna do something for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? And then she wants something for Christmas. Then she gonna want something for Valentine's Day. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. Anytime she say something, just look at it. Just be like, just bring up the next holiday coming up. So many holidays. Born on Mother's Day. Hold on. I mean, you was born on a Mother's Day, right? Because Mother's Day moves. That date changes every year. Isn't it like the first Sunday in May or something like that? NZL, Wellington. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Mother's Day changes. Oh, so you must have been born on the first Sunday of one of these Mays. And I mean, it would potentially. I don't know. How often does that happen? How often does that happen? How often does your birthday fall on the Mother's Day? Because is it the first Sunday or the third Sunday? Or is Father's Day the third Sunday in June? It happened to be. It's not always anywhere, but you get it. Okay. By Xbox X, Xbox One X. Oh yeah, I don't know what generation the Xbox is on. Xbox went in. It was like, bro, how do you even whatchamacallit, bro? Like, how do you even do that? Like, Xbox, it was because we all just knew we was getting Xbox 720. We all knew we was getting Xbox 720. It was Xbox 360. No, it was Xbox 360. We was like, oh, 720 coming next. No. Then they got the X. Now they got the XS. That shit come out like a that shit like an iPhone. We got the Pro Max, and the Super Pro Max. You buying yourself Xbox One X only for GTA 6. Gonna have wrapped up Christmas gifts for me. You must be talking about in 2026 because GTA 6 is not. It's for sure not coming out before May of 20. It's coming out in May 2026. It's coming out in May, and I think the date that they chose, somebody within the Rockstar franchise, I think it was one of the voice characters, passed away in May. One of them, it was a day in May, and so I think that's why they went for that date. And I'm not sure why they pushed it back, but as far as like pushing it back to a date, just always remember somebody at Rockstar is playing Grand Theft Auto 6 right now. But yeah, well, at least they know Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out until May. Until May. Awesome. For real, bro. You just knew the Xbox 720 was coming. And you know what? At this point, they could do it. You know, they're like, here's the Xbox 720. It was like, hey, bro, as far as marketing goes, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad. They'd be like, here's the Xbox 720. Be like, oh shit, I thought this was coming out in whenever the Xbox, whenever the original one came. That would be good marketing, bro. I ain't mad at it. They should come out with the Xbox 720. That should be the new Xbox. Yeah, we was coming back to it, guys. See, we came back to it. It's called a 720. That's 2 360s. It's come back around, full circle. They can do so many. This is a lot. What you call it? Man, those are, man. I don't know, cause you know, like history repeats itself. The one thing we learn from history is that we don't learn from history, and so, you know, it's like, you know what happened in the 40s? You know what I'm saying? 41 to 45. So it's like some words. As a Rockstar fan, I can't wait to see you need a demo or something. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. You know how usually they do that. Hey, Miss Crow, I appreciate you. Oh yeah, I got your I have your Instagram, so I'm gonna look at your art. And then I'll have another stream, and I'll be showing your art in the background. And asking questions, and hopefully we'll have an artist interview. Well, we'll have an artist interview, whether it's live or not. It'll be live. I'll be live, but hopefully I'll be looking forward to your responses to my questions. Well, what would you want if Grand Theft Auto released a demo? What would you want to do in the demo? What would you want to do in the demo? Because you know what would make it acceptable? What would make it acceptable? And you know how some of those demos, like, you can just sit there and just kind of play and sit around? Or what if it actually, because if it actually has an end point, like, I don't even know what could they even, like, it's a good idea. But I'm trying to think, like, if they gave you a Grand Theft Auto demo, like, here's a Grand Theft Auto 6 demo, what would you want to be able to do? Like, they probably, you know what, a good demo, they'll probably just put you in a room. I don't know. Nah, you gonna want to be able to drive, and you want to see how much you can interact with in the city, in the setting, right? So they might, they were a good thing, because I think what Pokemon did, for Legends ZA, they put you had to, like, in Legends ZA, like, you can be able to battle people at night in these, like, alleys and whatever. and like there's this point of being able to sneak up on a person before you battle them, get a sneak attack in, first hit, and all this other stuff. And so like, but you was like, and so during the demo you were confined to like a certain little alleyway or something like that. And so like they kept that playing through or whatever. So I guess a Grand Theft Auto demo would, because they'll only show you like, they can only give you like a super small part of the map. You'd be stuck into like one super part of the map, cause um bro, imagine saying something and the very first thing you say, somebody's like, yeah, I just want to block you. Like, I never want to hear or talk to you, I don't ever want to hear from you ever again in my life. Like, imagine the first thing you say is that. And that's what you just did. I'm blocking you off the channel. You said one thing. I don't want to hear nothing else from you ever again. And then I'm gonna talk about some AI or see what to do in demo. It depends. Yeah, they would have to confine you and see like the thing. They would have to confine you to like a very small part of the map, because then people would try to like want to see the rest of the map and just see how big the map is and where can they go from here to there. And like, because the way that games update, it's going to be a point where, like, just imagine being in Grand Theft Auto and you're like, all right, well, I'm about to hop on a plane, and you get to catch a flight to Cali, or you get to just hop on a plane and you just get to catch a flight to like different cities or different country even. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, we're getting to a point where, and like, we're getting to like, it's a very good point where people who don't work at these companies, they use Blender and they use all these other little whatchamacallits, and they can make their own games themselves. They can make their own games themselves. So we want to see just how far it will just whatchamacallit, but they'll probably just have to confine you to like a certain part of the game or wherever, where you can just like maybe go to the beach, drive around a little bit, maybe around the block, see what you can do, see what type of cars you see. You know what I'm saying? But whatever they do in that demo is like, you gotta see how really interactive it is. Cause it's almost a nightmare for certain types of whatchamacallits, for certain developers and whatnot. But for you to just be able to walk into any building. So like on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can walk into most of, a lot of shops, but then there's still shops that you can't walk into. But in some people who just get bored enough to like, now I'm walking into this shop just because, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be stuff like that. Now the other part would be to see, they asked Zuckerberg, how much are you going to invest in what's that thing called, the metaverse? He's like 600 billion. I'm investing 600 billion by the year 2028. You invest in how much? He said, I didn't know what number you wanted me to go with. Are we just saying random numbers, or y'all really talking about this? What are y'all doing? But anyway, yeah, that would be a thing though. See how is AI incorporated into Grand Theft Auto 6? Because one of the things about Grand Theft Auto 6 is the fact that it can either give a satirical message about the state that we're in. And I think they have vloggers and YouTubers and streamers on, like they got, because they got cell phones on Grand Theft Auto. So like vloggers and streamers and stuff like that are on Grand Theft Auto 6. I think they showed about somebody watching YouTube on their cell phone and streaming and stuff. So that's a thing, right? And then so outside of that, like you have to like basically I'm trying to say, what role will AI play in the Grand Theft Auto 6? 2K for 1v1s, basketball in the game. And that's not a far-fetched idea. That's like, you see what I'm saying? Like for where the online is at now, and and so like with all the delays and all the pushbacks, Grand Theft Auto, it has a very well, somebody talked about the severity of this, you know what I'm saying? It has a very well. It has a reputation to live up to. He said, "I'm gonna be shooting no airballs on that bit." You got your player got stats. Your player got stats and whatnot. It has Grand Theft Auto has a reputation to look up to. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's not a good background. That's a good one. I'm thinking AI would be awesome to have NPCs doing their own things, especially going to business like this. Hmm. You own a business, that's dope. And then AIs, the NPCs doing their own thing. Damn. That coding, bruh. That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. You know, that's one of them. That's pretty deep, bro. Cause that, hey, bro, like it's the simple stuff like that that'll make you be like, yo, um, that's the simple. That's the when you playing the game, that'll make you be like, that'll have you just. My flabber was gasted. You'll be sitting there and just be like, dang, bro, this a good game. You would be, hey, bro, it'd be the stuff like that be happening. You be like, bro, this a good game, bro. Because it would really be on some stuff where, like, you sit there and you just wait. Because you're going to be sitting in different places. You just sit in a place and just watch. Just like, bro, it's like watching real life and on a game. You going to be sitting there and just like, bro, dang, bro. Like, yeah. And you can be so amazed at how good the game is. Like, bro, they really thought about this. They really thought to do this and do that. You know how like the 2K joke was, it's more sweat. But somebody broke down the one James. Whenever they break down the one James with the, cause you know the most redundant thing ever is the fact that you gonna be playing. I don't know whatever system you playing on, but the fact that you gonna be able to play that your system while you playing this system is like that's like really redundant. But people won't eat that up because they already saw the PS5 controller. They already showed you the PS5 controller and the PS5 console in the game. So you gonna be playing the PS5 while you playing the PS5. I don't know why you wanna, but you gonna do it. Who gonna be the first person like, I'm playing the PS5 on the PS5. And I'm like, what? I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. You're like, hey, bro. That's gonna be a thing, bro. You gonna be playing the PS5 on Grand Theft Auto, and you be like, yeah, like just like you can already see the visual. Somebody, it's already gonna be content streamers and gamers and already this and that third. They gonna have the camera set up, and you gonna see them with their PS5 controller, and then on the TV is gonna be the character playing the PS5, and it's gonna be, yeah, I'm playing the PS5 in real life, and I'm playing the PS5 on the game. I'm playing now. That jank don't even sound right. I'm playing the PS5 on the PS5. It's going. This is gonna be like people like, nah, man. Where can I buy an Xbox at? And then if you can go to the store and be like, yeah, what? If you can go to the store, right, and then go buy your Xbox and then go plug in your Xbox on the game, like, yeah, take this, and then so on Pokemon, you used to like if you battled somebody, I think you had to trade trainer card. You had to do something. I forget what they call that. But when you do that with somebody else on Pokemon, you had like tree houses. So wherever their tree house is in their game, you could go to their tree house in your game and you could battle them again. I think you could battle them again. But it would be stuff like that where it's like, yeah, you could see somebody else's game, and what if you can walk into somebody else's house on like, oh, this how you got your house set up? Why they playing Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft Auto 6, and you be like, all right, this is how my house set up. You know what I'm saying? You could be touring through people's houses. Like, oh, this your house? Oh, you got an Xbox in here? You got PC gaming too? Let it AI smack me. Well, hey, now there's this one video. I don't think I ever got to post it here. There's this one, it was this one video though, and it was like, this is how you handle like, it was a woman that was, you know, it was a joke, people, all right, but it was a woman, and she was attacking the man, and the man went inside to the garage, and then the girl in the garage, pop pop. I was like, oh, the girl in the garage handled it. He's like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go get your woman, and she gonna handle that right there. Handle my lightweight. Handle my lightweight. Hey, bro. Grand Theft Auto better be everything we want it to be and some more. It's like at this point, after all the delays, that joint, it can't disappoint. It can't disappoint. It just can't. Like at this point, alright, it's like alright. But you already know this is gonna happen. That'd be too easy. You know what I'm saying? They already do that right now with the John. Hey, I don't know if y'all seen it. It was so on Grand Theft Auto Online, is this person acting like a deer. Isn't what only on PC. It's a person. They're acting like it's a person on Grand Theft Auto Online, and they're acting like a deer. And so now in the clip, now in the comments kind of like disputed. Yeah. And so, but the thing was, a person walked up because like somebody was like driving, and then like the deer went out into the front of the road, and then when the dude got out his car or something, so the deer hops in the car, and the dude be like, so the dude he kicks the other person out the car. The deer kicks the other person out the car. And then the dude like be trying to shoot at the car and the deer, but then the deer drives away in the car. And but the people in the comments was like, yeah, this is not happening because if I was online, I would have ran the deer over. Nobody's stopping for a deer. It's like this is cap. There's like anybody online, nobody's stopping for a deer. You're running the deer over. It's just like you're running anything and everybody over. It's like you don't stop for this stuff. You run it over, get another car. But it was a deer. I don't know. You gotta see the video. I didn't what you call it though. Once I saw the comment, I was like, yeah, you're right. That's not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna stop for a deer on a game. Why would they do that? It's not gonna be a thing. It ain't gonna happen. Alright. But